Well, it looks like ISteady Pro, or HOEM, has come out with a new firmware update for the ISteady Pro 3-axis gimbal. This is my third attempt now, or third video about the ISteady Pro. There are so many things about this gimbal that I actually really like. It's just unfortunate that the tweaking is something that I know that it required firmware-wise. I'm going to get out of the sun here. I'm using the Mijia 4K action camera. I'm shooting 1080p, 30 frames per second with the EIS on in combination with the gimbal, just to see, does it help smooth out some of those little bitty bumps and make this gimbal worthwhile. And then we'll test at 1080, 30 with the electronic image stabilization off, and then we'll shoot in 4K. And by the way, like I said, this Mijia camera, for the money, for I believe it's $89 on GearBest. This is one rugged camera. Battery life is incredible on this little guy. But anyway, let's take a look at the gimbal and see how it does. Just walking. Sorry that we're walking in the sunlight. Another thing that I do like about this ISteady Pro is that it has the ability to stick in a GoPro Hero 5, 6, or 7 into it, which makes it, in my opinion, very unique. We're going to do a little run. See how that looks with the EIS on. Now we're going to try it with the EIS off. Alright, 1080p, 30 frames per second. Electronic image stabilization is now off on the camera, so we'll see how the ISteady Pro does with the same little run. Now we'll try 4K. And now shooting 4K, 30 frames per second, using the ISteady Pro gimbal. You can see that the leaves are changing. It is that time of year. So just walking handheld with this to see how it does with its stabilization now with this new firmware update. The firmware update happened a couple of days ago. I did go ahead and download it, but I haven't really messed with it. But today is a really nice day today, and I thought, well, heck, I'm going to just give it a try, see how it does. Has it improved the stability? I mean, because for $99 for a 3-axis gimbal that lasts 12 hours, can externally charge your device, like your GoPro or your any action camera, basically. It's got all these great features. I really like this gimbal, and I just want to fall in love with it and change the modes here. Tilt down. Take a look at those trees across the street. So the only thing I can do is stick this video into the computer, see how does it look. Does it look like the stabilization was improved? I'd said it before my last video that I really think that if you stick an action camera that has any type of electronics in image stabilization, that in combination with this gimbal will work very well. So I'm curious to see what the 1080 at 30 with the EIS on, what it actually looks like. Well, it appears that my suspicions were correct. If you have an action camera that has electronic image stabilization built into it, and the electronic image stabilization on this Mijia is good, it's not fantastic like a Hero 7, but it's very good if you have an action camera, whether it's the Firefly 8SE or the 8S or a SJ Cam, maybe 5000X Elite or SJ6 Legend, SJ7 Star, yada yada yada. You kind of get the picture at the eye cameras. You can stick it in this gimbal, turn on the electronic image stabilization in the camera, and when it's used with this gimbal, you get a nice, smooth footage. So, yes, it does work. It does work very well, especially when I saw the running footage. I was like, wow, that actually looks really good considering I was not trying to hold the gimbal steady at all in my hands. So, ISteady Pro, do I recommend it? If you have an action camera that has electronic image stabilization in it, then yes, absolutely. For $99, great gimbal in combination with EIS on an action camera. So that's my 2 cents. I hope that you guys enjoy your day-to-day. Link in the description below to both items. The Mijia 4K action camera, that's, like I said, on sale on GearBest for $89. And also the ISteady Pro 3-axis gimbal that's on sale for $99. So if you're interested, check it out below. If you have any comments, comment below. Ask me a question. I respond to all comments. And until next time, I'll talk to you later. Have a good day. Bye.